Alrighty, everything should be on. We should be live right now. Let me know. Let me reset the timer. There we go. Alrighty. Hello everyone, welcome to the live stream. Today is a very special day because we have a Nintendo Direct. Although it isn't the Direct we would want, it's a partner showcase. But it is still very exciting nonetheless, because we could get some real stuff. You know, Nintendo has done it. This isn't an indie world. You know, this is better than an indie world. This is not just small games. There could be some Nintendo stuff. It's just a Nintendo Direct, but mostly partners. And it's shorter. And it's not a live stream. So, you know, there are some minor sides to this. But it's still very exciting nonetheless. And so today, in order to make the live stream more interesting, I thought, you know what would make it more fun? Is if I was joined by a guest. And I have with me none other than Chris Pratt himself. He will be reacting to this Direct for me. So I have a set of, I guess you would call them emotes. I'm not sure what the proper term, widgets, images. So if we see something, say it's like another farming simulator, we have this one. You roll back in your seat, like, why? I don't want another farming simulator. I want Mario 500. And so then we have, if we see something interesting, but we don't know what it is yet, we have this. What is this? What is this going to? Yeah, a Zelda Oracle remake would be cool. That is true. That's a game that they could remake, like Link's Awakening, because those are the sequels. Yes, that's a good idea. So then if we have something, you know, I set this up with the intent that it would be a normal Direct, that it would be a traditional general Direct with fun stuff announced. And so I have these two other ones that I don't think we're really going to put to use. We have the, now this is fun. And then we have this one, which I highly doubt. If we use this one today, I will count it as a good Direct. Something really exciting. Something that we really wanted, and it's here. So if we use that one today, I will count this as a good Direct. I highly doubt we will, though. We're gonna be sticking with this one and this one. If we go beyond that, that's gonna be impressive. That will be an impressive partner showcase. So that's not all we have for specialties. We have a few extra things as well. This is going to probably stay up there mostly the whole time. We have the silhouettes from Mystery Science Theater. In case you don't know what that is, it's a real old show. Probably ages me some. But it was where these guys would just watch this old, really bad movies. Like, they were just not well directed at all. But they would just poke fun at them the entire time. And that was what they would put on the screen. And they would move and stuff. But I put those down there. If you know what that is, you'll get the reference. If you don't, it probably means nothing to you. But for me, it's a really funny joke. Then we have, let me see. Yeah, Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. I feel like we need a release date for that. We really need the release date. I don't think we're going to get the release date. I would love if we did. I just don't know how likely it is to pop up in a partner showcase. There's a chance afterwards, like in the next few weeks, they may just randomly announce it on a Tuesday afternoon. You know, that's my guess. Oh, you get the reference too? That's nice. Glad at least someone else gets the Mystery Science reference. But no, it'll probably, you know, unless they do a Direct soon after this one, like for Mario Day in March, which is a possibility. I really wouldn't doubt a Direct in March, on March 10th, Mario Day. We're not going to be getting the release date for Paper Mario anytime soon. I wish it was. I wish they would release it and it would be released on March 10th itself. But yeah, I'm thinking sometime April, May, like you just said, May. But then also August. I hate it. It'd be at the end of the summer, but it seems like that would be. There's just something about that month that makes me think of Paper Mario. I don't know why. That month just seems papery to me. But we do have one more little icon that I'm going to be using. And I don't know if we'll use this one or not. This one's kind of 50-50. If we see a Koopa, that will pop up. You know, because that's his Koopa face. He's determined to stomp that Koopa. But he has to pause really hard. So we have all those set in place. I've been refreshing the page for the last few minutes, because it's going to pop up any minute now. I've just had the page up and running for the past few minutes. It will be there one day, and we'll see it. Right now it's just this, but we're not watching that. So let's go over real quick. We got about another 20 minutes. Shouldn't be too long. Of some of the things we have confirmed from Pyoro himself, the leaker. In case you don't know, he's someone who has insider information somehow. We don't know how, but he knows stuff. He knows everything, but he doesn't want to tell us everything. He wants to keep it to himself and use it to build his fame, which is fine. I mean, hey, it's his information. He can do with it what he wants, but we have confirmed that, let me see here. The first thing that he did was the Direct being a partner showcase. That was confirmed. And then he announced that Game Freak counted as a partner. And Game Freak is the Pokemon company. Now, I don't think we're going to see anything Pokemon today, because they just announced a Pokemon Direct like next week or later this week. So if we see something Pokemon today, the Pokemon's doing something crazy. Because my guess is he also announced, along with that Nintendo will be partners because they love dolphins, which is kind of an encrypted code, because Dolphin was the code name for the GameCube before it launched. Where'd the music go? I had background music. There it is. Makes it not so quiet. Dolphin was the code name for the GameCube before it released. That was the console before the Wii. And he announced that at the same time he said Game Freak is a partner. So a lot of people said, there's a game on the GameCube that was Pokemon Stadium, I think it was called. And that was a game that could be shown, a remake of, or just a N64, or a possibly an online release. But it wouldn't be like GameCube or any of that. It would just be like its own thing. Something crazy? Yeah, I see. Is that I'm pretty sure that's a Pokemon as your profile. Pretty sure. I don't know too much about Pokemon myself. I know the business side of things. I've tried to get into it. It's such a barrier when when you're not a part of it for like 2 decades, and then you try to become a fan of it. It's like the huge barrier in order, like all this stuff you have to learn, this huge history. Yeah, that's what it is probably. The Pokemon Coliseum, the Gale of Darkness, that is a good contender for something we could see. If we see anything from Game Freak, GameCube, it could also be a third-party GameCube game getting a remake, and Game Freak may have something not even related to the GameCube. They may just be making a minor announcement today that some game is going to be delayed. I don't know what could be delayed, but something. Man, 1998, wow. When did it came out, like, in the late 90s, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's been around since the late 90s, because it came around, I only know that because of Pikmin, and how it came around just a little bit after Pokemon, not by much, and it was really close name. Like Pokemon and then Pikmin, is like very little difference between those names, and they're almost the same thing. It's collecting a variety of creatures with elemental powers and using them to get your will done, putting them to work. So, yeah, 1995 in Japan. Okay, welcome to anyone who is new to watching. Sorry, I did that at the beginning, but instead of, I thought, what would make this direct more fun is if Chris Pratt showed up. And so I have here a select of, I don't know if I would call them emotes or GIFs or widgets or something, but we have here a set of reactions that Chris Pratt could do in order to see stuff. Now, I set this up with the intent that it was going to be a general direct. So we're probably not going to use 2 of them, but we have here the first one. Just roll back in your seat. They announced another farming simulator. Come on. And so that's the one we'll use when we'll probably use this one a lot, being a partner showcase. That's probably going to be up there a lot. We also have this one. This is interesting. And that's in case they like tease something, or I see something that is a farming simulator but it looks fun. Like it actually looks like a good farming simulator. Then we have these 2. I don't know if we're going to use these 2. We have oh, look at that. That looks like something fun. Like it's probably some bigger announcement. You know, probably not DLC for some unknown farming simulator that this will be used on. Then we have this one. If we use this one, I will count this as a good direct. Yee! Something exciting. We're ready. We want this thing. It's probably the 1,000-year door release date or a new announcement of something that looks fun. And then we have this one here. Don't know how many people are going to get the reference, but there was an old show, Mystery Science Theater. If you know it, this is a really funny joke. If not, it's probably a pretty obscure thing. But there was a show that these guys would watch old movies, like really bad old movies, and they would just make fun of them the whole time. And so that's what they would look like sitting in the theater. Yeah, I'm playing Mario Kart in the meantime. Yeah, I should have... Next direct, I'm probably going to do something beforehand where I play a game with viewers somehow. Probably Mario Kart. Could be Splatoon. Those are like the 2. Possibly Mario Party. I don't know how many people own the Mario Parties on the Switch. But it'd be one of those 3. But then we have... But the Mystery Science thing, it's probably going to sit up there quite a bit. Just because it looks nice. I think it looks nice because I know the reference. But then we have, in case we see a Koopa, this will pop up because that's his Koopa face. If he sees a Koopa, he locks onto it and he gets ready to stomp Koopas. I tell you what, that meme, that Koopa meme, that direct changed history because they announced it in a direct and they had him there. And you know what's funny is that was pre-recorded. That video of him going Koopas, that was pre-recorded. That was not live. Even though it was a live stream we were watching, that was pre-recorded. You know, meaning that someone watched that. The content checkers or the quality control people, they watched that and said, you know what? That works. He said that nice. And they passed it. You know, his Chris Pratt's team, I'm sure, looked at it. They were like, yeah, you acted good there. You put on a good show of the brand. Oh man, the Paper Mario release date. We talked about this just a little bit earlier. I don't think so. As much as I would love it, as much as everyone would love it, I don't think it's possible for this because it's so short. It's only gonna be like 25 minutes, I think, and it's not a live stream. I need to be refreshing the page. Possibly they'll announce it next week after this because we'll be approaching Mario Day, March 10th, and I highly doubt they will not know. We will not know anything before or after that date. Around that time is when we will finally learn some big stuff. Then of course Nintendo could be Nintendo and just announce it on a random Tuesday afternoon, like they do. What have they done? They've done something like that before. What was that? They just randomly dropped it out of nowhere. Can't remember what that was. My guess, though, is Paper Mario will be released sometime in April, May, and if it's not those 2 months, which I hope for, it'll be August or later. And I don't know why I say August. There's just something about that month that makes me think paper. But we're getting really close to being started. So Pyoro, we've confirmed that there will be something Game Freak, possibly. Now, I want to see if Pyoro gets stuff right. You know, how far-fetched are his leaks? So he got it right that we're having a direct, and that it's a partner showcase. We're going to see something Game Freak. We're going to see something related to dolphins. That could be GameCube, but then it could also be some sort of illuminescent, glowing dolphins. Because he posted late yesterday an image of he said dolphin partners, because This is a partner direct, and it had an image, a cropped image zoomed in. I ran it through Google Lens, and Google somehow figured it out. It just looks like a bunch of blue, just a big blue blob. But you run it through Google Images, and it comes back as dolphins when they swim in the ocean, like real dolphins. They'll swim through the ocean, and there'll be this bacteria or algae. And you know that you've probably seen those videos of people when they stick their hands in the water, it like starts to glow blue because of you agitate the algae, and it uses the luminescence, the same thing fireflies use, and it like glows. It looks real pretty. It's really neat. But sometimes when dolphins swim through those areas, they'll glow, and you'll see them. And so he had posted an image of that, with the title that Nintendo Partner Dolphins or something like that. So who knows what that means? It could be an entirely new game where we control a dolphin swimming through a blue ocean. We don't know. I'm leaning towards GameCube, to be honest, because that's the code name. And we've had a lot of GameCube stuff recently. We had Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. We had Metroid Prime, you know. I don't really know what dolphin games are on the GameCube. I probably should have looked that up. But then late last night, this shocked me. I got on there and looked, just because I was curious before I went to sleep. And he had posted something really late. And it was a poll. And it said, Is Xbox a partner? And the only options were yes. You could choose yes or yes. And so that is pretty much a confirmation, because it's coming from Pyora, that we will see something Xbox today, which is weird considering this is Nintendo. And so the big possibilities for what that could be is, a while back there were some big rumors going around that Xbox was going to be putting some of their exclusives onto the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation. And this lines up with what Pyoro said, or Pioro, I don't know how you pronounce his name. But my guess is for the games that I think the biggest two, and if they announce these, it gets this face. If they announce these two games, be Sea of Thieves and Grounded. If we see those two games for the Switch, which is really impressive considering if the Switch can run those games, that will be really impressive. This is the face that I will use. Now, of course, Xbox is... It'd be weird if they announced those two games and then didn't announce one of their more known franchises like Halo. You know, that's kind of like the Mario of Xbox. That would be like Nintendo giving Xbox an exclusive, and it's Kirby. You know, it's Metroid. It's not Mario. Like who owns an Xbox that's excited to have the next Kirby game? So if we do get Xbox exclusives, we will be guaranteed at least one Halo game. I'm probably not going to play it. Maybe. I doubt it. But Sea of Thieves and Grounded, I did mess with those games not too long ago, probably about half a year now. Because I got without Xbox, they don't force you to use their console. You can just play it on a PC. So I tried to mess with them. My PC's not powerful enough though. But a while back, I did that join stream with Tortalio. We played Mario Wonder together. Beat the hardest level. If I ever did do Xbox streams, that's who I'd stream with, because he uses Xbox stuff. He plays Sea of Thieves and Grounded. That's who I was trying to play it with. But so if this gets announced for the Switch, those two games, that is going to be really exciting. And Pyoro, he said Xbox. Is it a partner? So, I'm really curious to see what will be announced in this. Let me keep refreshing. Remind me to refresh. I probably will forget. We're getting close. We got 8 minutes left. Hopefully that timer is not too off. But I can hide it as soon as I need to. Yeah, TOTK will always be my game of the year. It should have won. I think Nintendo needs to start hosting their own game awards. Because, other companies do it, I'm pretty sure. I know it'll be very biased. I'm sure people would I'm sure when all Nintendo stuff wins, they'd probably blame it on Nintendo themselves. But I think a lot of the reasons why certain games win the Game Awards is because the Game Awards are paid for by the people that won. Like, I'm not sure who made... I'm pretty sure, wasn't the game, one of those... I don't even know what the Game of the Year was. I could see it. I don't know the name, but I'm pretty sure it was made by PlayStation. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna start replaying Tears of the Kingdom here soon too. I've waited a few months. I like to do that, and then I want to experience it one more time, and then I'm going to fully judge whether or not it is better than Breath of the Wild. Because that is something I want to know. That I don't know if many people are curious to that, and most people are probably like, "Well, just count them as two separate games. They're equal. They're not better than one another." I want to know. Because one of them has to be. It's a direct sequel. Mario Galaxy 2. Everyone always says that's better than Mario Galaxy, the first one, and so I want to know if that's the same with Tears of the Kingdom. And so I've been replaying Breath of the Wild, and I'll probably make this a full video in the coming months. But yeah, the background music today is the Outlook Tower from Tears of the Kingdom. Let's see, any other leaks that Pyoro said? Let me go look. Anything else? Because he has revealed a lot. It's weird. I don't know how he knows the stuff that he knows. You know, I want to know. Like, there's a part of me that wants him to get caught simply so we can know how. You know, I will, if that happens though, I'll miss the leaks. Because I want both worlds. I want to know exactly who he is and how he knows this stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. He did announce, or he didn't announce, he just posted an image. He asked, "Is this a partner?" And then he posted an image of a little, I don't know what that is, just like a monkey toy, but it's like mostly a circle, like just a blob of a monkey. I don't know what that monkey means, but I'm pretty sure most people think that it is something to do with Monkey Ball, which is a game I know very little about. I'm not sure. That could be the GameCube game. Monkey Ball could be the GameCube game. I'm not sure. I don't know hardly anything about that. We could see something today. It could be, if it's on older Nintendo systems like Game Boy or Game Boy Advanced, I think we will see something added to those systems today, announced. I think that's a possibility. If we see something from Nintendo themselves, it will be some news about the Switch Online and a game added to the Game Boy or Game Boy Advance, possibly SNES. I don't think anything else though. Yeah, I have definitely put in a lot more. I think the reason I put more hours into Tears of the Kingdom, if I do, will be the reason the game is longer. Because I've been speedrunning Breath of the Wild, because I know where everything is already. And that's something I'm going to count, too, is the time, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. And I think if I end up putting more hours into Tears of the Kingdom, it'll be because the game is longer, because you have a fifth sage. You have a fifth divine beast, technically. I wonder if they did have DLC planned for that game. Because that was a disappointment when they announced there will not be DLC. That made me sad, because that game, I feel like it needed DLC more than Breath of the Wild did. Like, Breath of the Wild's DLC was nice. I enjoyed the Champion's Ballad and the Trial of the Master Sword. That was hard. I liked that. They added a bit of a challenge to the Master Sword. Tears of the Kingdom needed Master Mode. That's the only thing that it lacks from Breath of the Wild. If they had included Master Mode in the original game, then I think it wouldn't have needed DLC. So if we see Tears of the Kingdom DLC today, that's the face, all the way up there. Truly exciting. Didn't expect it, but I highly doubt we will. We're getting close. Let me keep refreshing. We got 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Exactly. At the time I said that. Hopefully they don't, like, delay it like an hour. Like, someone scheduled it for, like, 8 actual... I mean, someone scheduled it for, 10 instead. Yeah, I think they were done with... They said they were finished with that series of Zelda games, which is a shame, in my opinion, because I think that series set up to be a trilogy. I think those series of games they didn't intend it, but I think it would work great to be a trilogy. Yes, it's early, very early in the morning for me, so I'm trying to keep a little bit more quiet. But I think the Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, it's supposed to be a trilogy. You know, they didn't intend it. And the third game is the first game was Wisdom, and it was Sheikah themed. There's the blue, you had the Sheikah shrines, you had it was the blue Wisdom themed. The second game was mostly green. We had a lot of Zonai parts. It was Courage themed. It was Link. The first game was Zelda. The second game was Link. The third game is Ganondorf, and it's power themed. It's a lot of red. It's the Yiga clan. You have the Sheikah, the Zonai, and then we have the Yiga, and it works as a trilogy. And I think that would work great. And as much as people might say, man, exploring the same world 3 times, how much can you change? I think Dark World give us the ability to change into the dark side of Hyrule. Kind of like the Minish Cap. A little bit different, maybe. Where you sort of shrink down, but like you almost go upside down. And it's kind of like the Depths, but it's still the overworld. You know, it's not completely uninhabited. There's people that live in the Dark World. It's not just like a bunch of nothing. I think that is how you do it. That's how you do the third game. And you can even change the Dark World completely. But it's still technically the same game. It's a sequel, though. It's the third one. And it's themed after Ganondorf and power. And the Yiga are the big enemies of this one. I think. I think Master Koga needs his grand finale. Because he fell down the hole, and then we shot him back up out of the hole. And I think we go to space. That's what it is. His rocket took him to the moon. We're going to go play Zelda on the moon. I don't know. I just think that would be... Alright, it's time. Let me hide the timer. I'm going to start refreshing it. Because it's going to happen here any minute. We're going to see it get uploaded. And I'll turn the music down. Is it here? Nope. Man, you know, it's kind of a shame that it's not a live stream, because I feel like we would be more excited if it was a live stream. You know? And they could have done it live. They just play the video live and pretend it was live stream like they always do. Because the regular Nintendo Directs, they're not live. They're a pre-recorded video too. So I really wish that it was still live, even if it was just still 25 minutes. Make it live. It's more fun. You know, and to the anticipation, I'm kind of like normal Nintendo Directs. I'm like, whoa. It's weird how excited you get for something that's so minor. Oh, there it is. Alright, we turn down the music. Alright, let me know how everything sounds. If anything sounds off. Here we go.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on Nintendo Switch games launching in the first half of 2024 from our publishing and development partners.
Ooh.
Okay, let's get into some headlines.
Let's just go. Let me know if you can hear everything, alright?
Strive to survive.
Grounded. Oh my goodness.
Get ready to embark on an enormous adventure
It is
of
coming.
pint-sized proportions.
Oh my goodness.
After being shrunken down at the hands of an evil corporation,
This is unexpected.
you must explore a
Just drop it
vast,
open.
immersive world right in your own backyard. Assemble your crew and work together in online, cross-platform co-op with up to 3 friends, or take on the adventure solo. Gather resources
will
to
be playing
build
that
your
game
base
someday.
and craft weapons, armor, and tools to improve your chances of survival. Use the tools you craft to forage plant life, but watch out, you aren't alone out there. Work your way through the campaign to uncover the mysteries of the backyard,
how well that runs
or
on the
build,
Switch.
share, and play your own creations in Playgrounds mode. Do you have what it takes to make it big in this minuscule world and fend off its creepy, crawly inhabitants? Go big or never go home. when Grounded launches on the it takes to make it big in this minuscule world and fend off its creepy, crawly inhabitants? Go big or never go home when Grounded launches on the Nintendo Switch system April 16th.
April 16th. Wow.
A tale of destruction and renewal unfolds in this return to the Ender Lily's world.
Weird.
This once flourishing country sits atop a wealth of buried magic. Homunculi, artificial life forms created as the country flourished, were meant to bring about a brighter future.
Yeah, this is just the. This is kind of just the.
As Lilac, you'll reluctantly bond with and journey alongside a homunculus who played a pivotal role in the country's demise.
That could be a better name.
When the magic buried beneath the surface became corrupted, the citizens fled upward to escape its reach.
I mean, this game looks good.
But those who lacked power and wealth remained abandoned below.
It has a pretty art
Along
style.
your journey, you'll battle rampaging homunculi.
Probably won't play it. The homunculi.
Upon liberating them, the creations will join you on your adventure,
Kind of
becoming your companions and lending their aid. What
like
awaits Lilac
Metroidvania, I
and the
guess.
homunculi at the end of their journey?
I wonder if this is.
Find out when Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist, launches on
Wonder what company
Nintendo
that's from.
Switch this year.
Oh, I set it up there. In the top
It's
corner.
your adventure, your way, in these
Alrighty.
Nintendo Switch games.
All right, let's see.
Explore
Oh.
an interconnected world of puzzles in
Farming
this
simulator.
charming
Or
adventure.
puzzle.
Slide across rows
What
and
an
columns on a
unexpected
sprawling
surprise.
gameplay grid where everything moves when you move. Solve
kind of
puzzles
like
by venturing out into the wilderness,
What's that? Is that like
helping
a-
out the townsfolk, and taking down monsters in
musical building
handcrafted
game.
dungeons. What awaits you on this curious journey of self-discovery? The world is yours to solve in A Ranger, a role puzzling
that
adventure,
does look fun. I like
sliding onto
puzzle games. That
Nintendo
looks kinda
Switch
fun.
this summer. Guide Elaine, a young prince on a journey to liberate 5 nations from the mighty
RPG.
Empire's dominion. Customize your troops, form your strategy, then unleash your army on the opposing Zenoiran forces. Your real-time strategy planning will turn the tide of war. During battle, you may get to recruit new allies or be faced with difficult decisions. Atlas and Vanillaware present Unicorn Overlord, launching on Nintendo Switch March 8th. A demo will be available today on Nintendo eShop. Originally released on the Nintendo 3DS system, the first Monster Hunter Stories game returns,
Just
now fully
as it
voiced
used to
and
be.
in HD. As a
another-
rider,
looks like a
you'll
Pokemon
befriend
to
and
me.
fight alongside monsters in turn-based combat to confront the black blight that plagues the world. Many familiar monsters from across the series are included. Plus, you can browse artwork and listen to music in the newly added museum. Take flight in Monster Hunter Stories, soaring onto the Nintendo Switch system this summer.
March 28th.
On a
I wonder
peculiar
if that has
day,
any significance
Yen
with the
Sid's
release date.
mischievous mirror lured Mickey Mouse into his workshop.
I feel like I've seen this before. I don't know if this
Finding the magic paintbrush, a curious Mickey creates a mess and becomes trapped in a magical wasteland inhabited by forgotten
It's
and
the-
rejected
it's
characters.
Egads. The Black Bowser Jr. used.
The platforming adventure Epic Mickey returns in a faithful remake of the
Probably
beloved
won't play it,
classic.
Kind of.
Explore this unusual dimension, using
Just
the
a 3D
magic brush
platformer.
to shape the world with paint and paint thinner on the
least we are
path to
still getting
become an
3D
epic hero.
Those kind of
Disney
disappeared for a
Epic
while.
Mickey Rebrushed launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Next, please take a look at this.
Okay, this is something interesting here, probably. vengeance.
I'm afraid Tokyo experienced its own
It's nothing
peculiar
interesting.
occurrence while you were away.
Oh well.
I'll be counting on you to gather more intel on the
Take a
matter.
look at
I
this.
suspected to be traveling back and forth between Tokyo and the Netherworld.
This place is definitely dangerous. And that's about all we know right now.
Shocking.
Look out!
Who are you?
Now let's kill this thing.
Now forget this is.
And so we have found it. The key to the resurrection.
So I do have. This is where you prove you can fight. Think you can just fly in and be a hero?
If I wanted to.
If it wasn't for you.
Enter
we
or
will.
return to this ravaged wasteland and experience an untold story
forget
on
this
your
is live.
adventure. Let's take
Sorry
a
to all
look at
those
some
who wanted
more
to watch that.
headlines.
I just want to see any interesting stuff.
Get ready to unite and fight in these Nintendo Switch games. Fight in iconic battles from across the
Wars.
Star Wars galaxy in this collection of 2 classic games. Up to 64
this
players
my-
can strike
was this a
back
GameCube
against
game?
familiar faces in massive online battles. This collection includes additional playable characters
Whoa,
such
get
as Kit Fisto and additional maps like Jabba's Palace. Plus, battle
like
as
this
your
was a-
favorite heroes or villains in Hero Assault.
The Battlefront.
Play
I'm
as
pretty
Luke
sure that was the name
Skywalker,
that was
Darth Vader, and more
GameCube.
on maps including Death Star and Naboo. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection launches on the Nintendo Switch system March 14th.
March 14th?
Pre-orders begin
We are seeing
today
stuff early.
on Nintendo eShop.
Come on, it's a snow day. Come on, Butters. Let's go, Stan. Snow day, everyone.
Welcome to South Park. As the new kid,
All right, you're on now, new kid.
join Cartman, Stan, and the rest of the gang to save the town in this co-op action game. Choose from a wide range of iconic South Park items and cosmetics to customize your character however you'd like. Once you're set, it's time for battle. Take on an avalanche of enemy factions in solo play or online co-op with up to 3 friends. Grab your gang and head into the fray in South Park Snow Day. Launching on Nintendo Switch March 26th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
It's a snow day, dude.
Sharpen your steel for the latest entry in the Sword Art Online series. When the virtual world goes haywire, the past and present
Still, the
collide.
first announcement is still the most interesting thing.
Alongside
if they
former
don't end it with
adversaries
something like
and
that.
fallen allies,
That's a
it's
shame
up
they
to
didn't wait till
you
the end.
to save the world. Experience a whole new single-player story or take the
I'm
battle
still expecting
online
CP
with up to 20 players in co-op play. Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Break, build, and battle your ultimate Gundam in Gundam Breaker 4. Choose from over 250
Oh, I
base
don't know if
kits.
we're gonna see
Combine
through the
and
game or not.
customize their parts to build your very own mobile suit model,
From
known
a
as
partner
Gunpla.
showcase, I'm not
Then
sure.
put your creation to the test in a variety of combat
I've
missions.
seen this game.
By defeating enemies and acquiring new parts,
It's
you can
popular,
equip more
as far as I
abilities
know.
to
It's
craft
not
the
something
ultimate
that we will
Gunpla.
protect.
Plus, you can show off your builds and snap pics in the new diorama mode.
I don't think we're gonna see
Prepare for battle when Gundam Breaker 4 launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Let's
Okay.
get down
Iowa
to
was right. Monkey Ball.
business.
Whatever this is, I have no idea.
The newest entry in the Super Monkey Ball series rolls onto Nintendo Switch.
Kind of like that one level from Mario Galaxy that's really tricky.
Over 200 brand new stages await with optional motion controls.
Looks neat.
Using the new Spin Dash move, you
Is
can
it a new
blast
game or
over
is it
obstacles and create shortcuts to
remake?
victory.
Because I don't know.
Have a ball with friends and family
But
in
Iowa got it
4-player
right
local
nonetheless.
co-op.
So
And-
he's four
Up to
things correct
16
now.
players can battle
Oh, it's
online as
Monkey
they
Ball
tilt their
99.
way to be the top banana. Be the
F-Zero
first to the
99.
finish
It's
line in
Monkey
race
Ball
mode.
99.
Grab the falling bananas in Banana Hunt.
Okay.
Team
may
up
be
to take down
interesting.
robots
That adds
in
another
Robot
level to
Smash
that.
and more. Get ready to roll, tilt, dash, and party in one appealing adventure when Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch system June 25th. Pre-orders begin today on
Pre-order
Nintendo
today.
eShop.
That's a Sega game. Okay.
Get ready for a
World of
good
Goo.
time.
World of Goo. The greatest
It's liquidy.
WiiWare game of all time.
It's solidy. It's goo. Stretch it, shape it, and use it to build strategic structures.
Yeah, if you didn't
In this
own this game
physics-based
on the
puzzler, you can build towers,
You didn't own the
bridges, and even whatever this is. Your goal
Is
is
this a
to
new
guide
one,
as
or
much
is this,
goo as
I don't
possible
think-
into a
Yeah, this is
vast
a new
global pipe distribution network. But where do the pipes lead? Certainly nowhere sinister. Put your imagination to the test as you build, splash, explode, destroy, fly, and roll your goo to the goal. You'll encounter different types of goo balls with unique properties,
this is something,
including explosive goo, jelly goo, and more. Plus, exclusive to the Nintendo Switch version,
Not
you can
bad.
build with up to 3 buds in local co-op play.
3
World
players,
of
that's
Goo 2
World of
launches
Goo
as a
2.
console exclusive on Nintendo Switch May 23rd.
Wow, that's impressive.
Build a life transcending time.
That is a fun announcement. World of Goo was always one of my favorite.
Craft your
WiiWare
story
games back in the
1,000
day.
years in the making
So I
in a
probably,
brand new
depending on the
fantasy
price,
life game.
Hopefully they don't charge $60 for
This
that.
once thriving island
know,
in the seas of Bavaria
make it-
now stands
Make it
deserted.
half price at least.
Travel
probably
to
get
the
that.
island's past
World of
to
Goo.
gather resources, then use them to restore the island in the
Animal
present.
Crossing.
You'll start out by assuming one of many different roles called lives. Why not
But it's
become
not
a miner to collect ore?
It's some other company. So we
How
don't
about a
care.
magician to take down
Like if
monsters?
Nintendo made this game,
Or even a
that's what's
carpenter
insane,
to
is if all
craft
these
furniture?
really boring looking
You can
games, if
swap
Nintendo
between
was
these lives and
responsible for
many
them,
more as you rebuild the island.
everyone would be interested.
As you travel through time,
Simply
you'll
because they have their
gradually
name.
uncover truths about
No
your
other
new
reason.
island home. Additionally, up to 4 players can journey together online. Invite friends to the island and set off to discover the secrets that lie in store. This life is
It does look
yours
like
to
a
live in.
Different
Fantasy
version than
Life
Animal
I,
Crossing.
the girl who steals time. Launching on
That's
Nintendo
level
Switch
5.
October
I know
10th.
that company. I know that name.
It's time to hunt for, trash?
What's this?
The world these days is dark and mean. Even the water tastes unclean.
Need I remind you
Oh, well.
all how
It kinda- it
threatening
looked
the
interesting at
ocean
first,
is
then it kind of
outside this
looks like an
reef?
RPG now.
Scour the depths of a polluted undersea world in this Souls-like adventure.
I recently had my shell taken away.
If you can go get that treasure they're jawing about, I'll gladly trade your shell for it.
Protect yourself with whatever you can find, from cans to cardboard, during your hunt to reclaim your prized shell.
Yeah, that does,
appear the hunt is on, I say.
I've been working my butt off trying to get my old life back.
But you'll
it's
run into a
still-
few
but it
crabby
still doesn't
predators along the way.
Perhaps we can work out a deal.
Worth my
little
time, I
hermit.
guess.
That treasure's as good as mine.
Use over 60 ability-granting shells and harness powerful umami magic to take down enemies in frenetic deep-sea
umami?
combat. What
a
other
flavor,
threats
isn't it?
lie in the ocean depths?
That's like one of the.
As they say,
things
one
that Tony
crab's
can
trash
taste.
is another crab's treasure. Launching on
Why is that
Nintendo
a
Switch,
power?
April 25th.
I have the power of savory.
These Nintendo Switch games will have
Geometry
you dashing,
Dash?
dropping, and drilling. Join Penny and Yo-Yo in a
there's
brand
this
new
game.
3D platforming
This was-
adventure from the team that
They
brought
didn't
you
leak this, but
Sonic
we knew about it
Mania.
before. I was
Dash,
expecting to see it
swing,
at some point.
ride, and master the cosmic string in over 40 levels across 11 vibrant worlds, all while
This was
outrunning a
announced at the
massive
Direct
penguin
Track.
army and a colorful cast of
And it kind
bosses.
of looks like a
Feast on power-ups to
world
activate transformations.
platformer, like Super
Help
Mario
out
3D
the
World.
denizens during your acrobatic escapades. And
But it's
put
kinda
your
like a
tricks
mixed
to the
Mario Odyssey
test
because
in
of
a
the
time
yo-yo.
attack mode.
kind of works like the hat.
Hope you're ready
of
to
doesn't.
yo, because Penny's Big Breakaway launches on Nintendo Switch
I feel like if the art
today.
style was just a little bit different, that would look more exciting. Oh,
Local 2-player
Farming
battles are coming
simulator.
as paid DLC to the
Or-
fruit matching phenomenon, Suika Game.
whatever this is.
Choose from 3 modes: Original, Time Limit, and Attack.
This mobile
Aim
game.
for a higher score than your
Those
opponent
look
in
like
Original
mobile
mode.
app icons.
Make split-second decisions against the clock in Time Limit mode. And overwhelm your opponent with bunches of fruit in Attack
I'm
mode.
not sure if this was a mobile game. Yeah.
Plus,
looks-
online multiplayer will be added
Something
to the
to play on the
DLC in
Switch.
the future. Get battling
don't
when this
think
paid
that's a
DLC
Switch
for Suika game drops onto the Nintendo Switch system
That's-
today.
Today.
A bundle of the
Okay, so
game
there's the
and
Shadow
DLC is
This
also
game took the
available
Shadow
today.
Drop spot. No Metroid Prime 2.
Gear up for some thrilling drilling in the 2D action platformer Pepper Grinder. Burrow through terrain. Pulverize enemies in your way. Ride on gnarly vehicles to recover your missing fortune. Pepper Grinder drills its way onto Nintendo Switch March 28th. A demo will be available today on Nintendo eShop.
A little bit.
Giddy up for a fusion of solitaire and horse racing in this remastered version of Pocket Card Jockey. Take cards to create a sequence of numbers and build up power during a race.
The horse racing game.
Check the positions of other horses, spend power to move around the course,
We don't
and
want
grab
the horse
special
racing
cards to
game.
gain the upper hoof. Win events to get new horses
really hope we
and
see
breed
at
them
least
to
one
raise the next generation of ideal steeds. You can even race online against other players. It's
that a
off
me?
to the
That was a
races
me
in
icon.
Pocket Card Jockey Ride On, launching on Nintendo Switch today.
Just recap. Already? I don't know. Just a whole bunch of games all in one. Games that don't deserve their own trailer. Games that didn't pay enough money to be shown longer. That's what these are. And all of them get this. They're all just kind of... Oh well. Oh, there was that game. I remember Punch or whatever that is. I remember Pyoro or somewhere else. So far, Dolphin and Game Freak, I believe, are the only two things that we're still
That
waiting on.
almost wraps up this Nintendo Direct Partner
Here's
Showcase.
the moment.
But before we go, we have two more announcements
more
to
things.
share. First, please take a look at this.
Okay, don't let us down now. Coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Okay, this is for NES or some of those. Is this GameCube? Rareware. What is Rareware responsible for? This looks like an SNES. Snake Battle Roll. Okay, so it's a bunch of I believe SNES. Oh, there's regular Nintendo. What if they're gonna add any? There's N64. So this is what I want
These games are available today.
today. Yay.
You can
So we
play
got
them
two
with an
shows.
active Nintendo Switch Online or Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership.
Eventually we'll get all of them. One of these days we'll finally get
Next
to
is
know.
our last announcement. Please
Alright.
take a look.
Let's use the Koopa, please. Nope. This is the Dolphin, probably. This is... This is the game where Pyoro leaked the Dolphin for. Endless Ocean, Luminous. So he was right about Luminous. That is so weird.
A mysterious underwater world is yours to explore in an all-new Endless Ocean game.
How does Pyoro know?
Welcome to the Veiled Sea, a location known to very few people.
So who made this game?
This unexplored region changes with each dive,
What was Game Freak's
offering
involvement
new
with this
things
direct?
to discover. Up to 30 players online can
Wow.
plunge into the ocean's depths together. Share your discoveries with other divers
Hey, this doesn't look bad.
and exchange a friendly greeting while freely exploring the vast ocean.
It's just like an open world explorer. Like, what's the go?
There are over 500 different
pictures of
species of marine life to encounter. Some of them are creatures thought to be extinct,
Can you die? in
and
this game?
others may be mythical.
That's what I want to know. Do you need a harpoon? If you catch a fish, can you take it back and make sushi
What
with
will
it?
you
Like
find
Dave
on
the
your
Diver?
undersea journey? Endless Ocean Luminous launches on the Nintendo Switch system May 2nd. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Well,
We hope
That
you're
was-
looking forward to exploring the
disappointing.
vast ocean on Nintendo Switch. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase.
Grounded was
Thank you
basically
for
the
watching.
only thing. Yeah, Grounded was basically it. Anything after the little final roll here? I don't know. And the retro games. Always happy to see more retro games. But there it was. Oh well. Yeah, that was nothing to get excited about, for sure. Alright, what's this? I don't want this.
Hey everyone, Ashley
Oh,
Esquema
well.
here.
Oh well. There it was. Nothing too super exciting with that. Wasn't what I wanted. We got Grounded at least. Can I go back to the Nintendo page? Yeah. Well, we got Grounded, and that was it. We got the N64. I wasn't expecting much. Pyora was right, though. He was right about everything. I don't know how Game Freak fits into the situation, but I assume it fits in there somehow. I'm sure there was some game. Yeah, that was extremely disappointing. Pyora was right. He wasn't excited about it, and he predicted it. I don't know how Pyora knew that. That last one really got me, though. The dolphins and then Luminous and Monkey Ball. I mean, how does he know? How does he know? But yeah, we basically got... Like, why did they even do that? That's the thing I want to know. Why did they do this to not announce really anything? They gave us the release dates of a few things, and the release dates are stuff that they would normally just release on a random Tuesday afternoon, like Penny's Big Breakaway, the Monkey Ball thing. Those are just things you just shadow drop randomly. Those are not things that you need a direct for. So I understand why they didn't do it live, but why even put the name Direct? Doesn't make sense to me. It's kind of an odd choice on Nintendo's behalf. Well, we didn't get to see a Koopa today, but I still enjoyed it. It was a good test. When the real Direct happens, we'll know what I'm planning to do. We'll know who will show up. Well, thank you for joining me today. Not much else to do now. This is a shorter live stream for sure, because the Direct wasn't an hour. It wasn't an hour-long Direct. I wish they had just waited. Like, just wait until the next Direct and put all that stuff into it. Anyway. I will see you all in the future, I suppose. Not sure when.